Hello. Today we're going to talk about multiplying matrix. Okay, and basically, up to now, we have been talking about combining matrix, where you have like add or subtract two matrix. We also talk about multiplying a number times a matrix. Okay, but today we're going to talk about a matrix multiplying another matrix. Okay. Basically, when we did these two here, okay, for example, like plus 3 times another matrix, you need to make sure that these matrices have the same dimensions, right? Now, when we multiply matrix times matrix, it's going to be a different rule. So today we're going to talk about that. The rule is, okay, and it's probably not going to make sense at the beginning, but as we do the examples, it will make more sense. Basically, the rule is, in order to multiply matrix, the number of columns of the first must be the same as the number of rows of the second matrix. Okay, so let's consider this matrix A, B, C. And remember, you can stop the video if you want to write it down and work the problems along. Okay? Or you can just watch it and then, okay? Alright, so let's suppose I have this problem here. Find AB if possible. Okay? Basically what you want to do is write the dimensions of the matrix. So this here will be a 2 by 3. And this would be a 3 by 2. And according to the rule above, okay, it says that the number of columns of the first must be the same as the number of rows of the second. And that is true here. Because these two numbers, the two inside numbers, are the same, I can multiply these two matrices. Also, the good thing about writing these dimensions is because your answer is going to be these numbers right here, 2 by 2. So you know by doing that your answer is going to be a 2 by 2 matrix. So let's see how that's going to work. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is you're going to write the space for a 2 by 2 matrix. So basically, just draw two rows and 2 columns. Okay, so basically I'm preparing my working space here, a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, and one thing that you need to remember is the addresses. Remember addresses? See, this would be address 1 1 because it's row 1, column 1. This is row 1, column 2. So 1, 2. This would be 2, 1. Row 2, column 1. Row 2, column 2. Okay, so let's go back to our starting point here. Row 1, column 1. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the row 1, the numbers of row 1, and multiply by the numbers of the column 1. Row 1, column 1. And you do first number with first number, second number with second number, third number with third number. So let's see how we write it. 0 times 5. So we write 0 times 5. Then we do plus 4 times 4 times negative 2. And we do 9 times 6. Okay. Alright. Now let's do address 2, 2. We're going to do row 1, column 2. So row 1, column 2. So the numbers of row 1 multiply by the numbers of column 2. So 0 times 1 plus 4 times 7, and then 9 times 0. Alright, now I'm ready for address 2, 1. So row 2, column 1, so negative 3 times 5, 3 times negative 2, and then 2 times 6. I don't know if you noticed, these numbers are the same because we're multiplying by the same column. Okay. Now let's go to the last address, address 2, 2. So we're going to take second row times second column. So it'll be negative 3 times 1 plus 3 times 7 plus 2 times 0. Now with that, we're going to have 0. We're just going to multiply. Okay, 0 times 5 is 0. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. So basically, let me write my spaces here. And then 9 times 6 is 54. Okay. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. 2 times 6 is positive 12. And then this will be 0 times 1 is 0. 4 times 7 is 28. 9 times 0 is 0. Negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. 3 times 7 is 21. And 2 times 0 is 0. And last thing then is to combine them. 0 minus 8 plus 54 will be 46. Negative 15 minus 6 plus 12 is negative 9. And 0 plus 28 plus 0 is 28. And negative 3 plus 21 plus 0 is 18. And there we have it, the answer for this multiplication. If you notice, it's a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay? Alright. So if you'd like to take a closer look, go ahead and stop the video. Otherwise, continue the video to see the next 2 examples that we have prepared for you. Alright. Here's example letter B, or the second example, and we'll multiply B times A if possible. Again, you want to check the dimensions. So 3 times 2, and this is a 2 by 3. And if you notice, the inside numbers are the same, so that means I can multiply. If these numbers were different, all you have to write is not possible. Also, by doing this, we see that our answer is going to be a 3 by 3. In other words, the outside numbers is going to be our answer. Alright, so now we're going to build our working area here. We know that's going to be a 3 by 3. So I'm going to go ahead and make some spaces here for my matrix. Alright. Remember, this is address 1, 3. So row 1, column 3. So first with first, second with second. So 5 times 0 plus 1 times negative 3. Then this is address 1, 2. So row 1, column 2. So this would be 5 times 4 plus 1 times 3. And the last one is going to be address 1, 3. So row 1, column 3. So 5 times 9. 5 times 9. 1 times 2. Okay. Now we're going to do the address 2, 1. So row 2, column 1. First number with first number. Negative 2 times 0. And then 7 times negative 3. Then we're going to do row 2, column 2, be negative 2 times 4, and 7 times 3. And then row 2, column 3, so row 2, column 3 would be negative 2 times 9, plus 7 times 2. And I don't know if you noticed, but these numbers are the same, so that kind of helps us verify we're doing it correctly. Okay. So here is address 31, so row 3, column 1 would be 6 times 0 and plus 0 times -3. If you notice, 0 and -3. Alright, so let's continue to address 32. So it'll be 6, 0 and 4, 3. So 6 times 4 plus 0 times 3. The last one is going to be row 3, column 3. So 6 times 9 and 0 times 2. Alright, now that I perform all the multiplication of row with columns, let's do the multiplications over here. So here's our working area. We have a 3 by 3 matrix, and 5 times 0 is 0, 1 times -3 is -3, 5 times 4 is 20, 1 times 3 is 3, 5 times 9 is 45, 1 times 2 is 2. Next one would be -2 times 0 is 0, 7 times -3, -21, -2 times 4 is -8, 7 times 3 is 21, -2 times 9 is -18, and 7 times 2 is 14. Last one is 6 times 0 is 0, 0 times -3 is 0 again, 24 and 0, 54 and 0. And then the last step is just to add and subtract. So this would be -3, -21 and 0. This would be 23, 13 and 24, and this would be 47, -18 plus 14 is -4, and this would be a 54. So that is our answer. And if you notice, this is a 3 by 3 matrix, just like we predicted. Okay, so go ahead, you can stop the video to take a closer look to this problem, and or just keep watching because we're going to do the last example of today. Here's another example. Okay, we're going to multiply matrix B times C, so we write the two matrix. First thing is to write the dimensions. So this is a 3 by 2, and this is a 2 by 2. If you notice, this is telling us that we can multiply because the two inside numbers are the same, and the outside number tells us that our answer is going to look like a 3 by 2. So by that, we can prepare our working area as such, because we know it's going to be 3 rows and 2 columns. Alright, now let's perform the multiplications. Remember, the address is 1, 1, so row 1, column 1, so 5 times 11, 1 times 12. Address 1, 2, so row 1, column 2, so it'd be 5 times -1, 1 times 10. Okay, then we're going to go to row 2, column 1, so row 2, column 1, so it'd be -2 times 11 plus 7 times 12. Okay, and then we're going to do row 2, column 2, so this would be -2 times -1, 7 times 10. And the last one is going to be 6, 0, or row 3, column 1, So row 3, column 1, 6 times 11 plus 0 times 12. And the last one is going to be last one is going to be row 3, column 2. So row 3, column 2, 6 times negative 1, 0 times 10. Okay, very well. With that, now let's perform the multiplications here. So this would be 55 plus 12, right? Let's put some spaces here for our working area here. Alright, so 55 plus 12. Next one is going to be negative 22 plus 84. 66 plus 0. This next one is negative 5 plus 10. Positive 2 plus 70. Negative 6 plus 0. Some students want to do everything in their heads. I highly recommend to take a step, do the multiplication, and then finalize it by adding and subtracting. Okay? There will be less chance for mistakes. 55 plus 12 is 67. This negative 22 plus 84 is 62. And 66 plus 0 is 66. Negative 5 plus 10 is 5. 2 plus 70 is 72. And the final one is negative 6. And as you can see, we have a 3 by 2 matrix as our answer, just like we predicted. And so this concludes our lesson, multiplying matrix. Remember, to multiply matrix, the numbers inside have to be the same, and the numbers outside gives you what the matrix is going to look like. Okay? Alright, thank you for your time, and have a great day.